2013 Porsche Panamera. It's got a P0016 for timing chain stretched. So we're going to do a timing chain kit on it. Also, suspension noise coming from the front when braking. That's bad. Hold on, let me turn this light off. There we go. That's bad. This one is not as bad, but you can see the bushing's leaking. We're gonna replace both. Fix this timing cover leak. Oil pan is also leaking. We're gonna leave that alone for now. Focus on timing chains and valve cover gaskets, lower control arms. Hey Josue, just wanted to thank you for your time. So I got the locking tool in, camshafts are locked, that's locked, that's on TDC, so I want to zap that out with my gun. Hopefully I have space. Zap that out with my gun, and I want to asking if I can leave that in there and I can safely zap out that bolt. I got her out. Still on TDC. Man, we use that chain, the chain thing, but I gotta clean up these teeth on the crank pulley. No big deal, right? Harmonic balancer. Or maybe I'll just replace the harmonic balancer. Oh, unbelievable. So we got all the bolts out. We got this crank pulley out that was unbelievably tight. That's the tightest bolt I've ever had. I think it's just as tight as the Hondas. Got a little tighter. We used the chain holder around the crankshaft pulley with a pole from the jack, and then a breaker bar on the bolt with the other side of the pole of the jack. I got all the. I already heard the timing cover drop. So the top two have to come out because they're long. They hold the timing cover on. I just hear all this timing cover coming apart. There's a gasket. That's the old timing cover gasket. Cut. Alright, that plate had to come out. Go ahead. Oh, there's a gasket on this bitch. Timing chain, guys, completely came apart. A lot of it fell into the oil pan. I'm gonna have to dig that out carefully. Probably take the oil pan off. But yeah, this is my problem. P0016. New lower control arms are in. They weren't too bad. Put it back to factory setting. It still needs to go to alignment. Pulled the pan. It was filled with stuff from the center guide. The tensioner guide and the stationary guide were okay, but that center guide lost all its plastic piston. It was broken for the most part. There's a chain. 2012 Porsche Panamera. I got my chain on with the new guides, and all the sprockets are loose, so you can properly tension the chain. My camshaft sprockets are locked. What do you Porsche guys do? Because this is my first one. this thing drops before you can put the timing chain cover on. So what I did was hold it up with a rubber band, and then when I put the timing cover on, not fully, but at least seated, I'll cut the rubber band and pull it out. What do you guys do? 2012 Porsche Panamera. I got my chain on with the new guides, and all those sprockets are loose, so you can properly tension the chain. My camshaft sprockets are locked. What do you Porsche guys do? Because this is my first one. This thing drops before you can put the timing chain cover on. So what I did was hold it up with a rubber band, and then when I put the timing cover on, not fully, but at least seated, I'll cut the rubber band and pull it out. What do you guys do? Everything's tight, torque to spec. Pull the camshaft holders. Everything stayed true on TDC. I put the valve covers on. Got the bottom all buttoned up and cleaned. This thing was caked in dirt. Heat shield back on for the alternator. Brackets in place, oil filter in. Let's go. She's alive, purring like a kitten. Everything sounds good. Definitely on time, no misfires. She sounds great. About 20 minutes of run time. No PTCs, no leaks. Yeah. Sounds great. No fan yet. I just shut it off. It's been idling for about an hour. No oil leaks. Everything's good. No check engine light. Putting the bottom cover on now. Going for a test drive.